Today we're going to learn to determine the molar mass. And it's used to determine the number of particles or the number of molecules, compound, even masses too. It could be used for conversion. So it's an important tool in dimensional analysis. To start, I'm going to use carbon. Carbon is the letter C. Its atomic mass is 12.011 AMU. So now we drop the unit AMU and use the units grams per mole. In other words, the molar mass, MW, I know it doesn't seem right to use MW, but MM looks a lot like millimeters. So molecular weight, molar mass, one and the same. So the molar mass for carbon, is 12.011 grams per mole, meaning there are 12 grams for 1 mole of carbon. So if you had 1 mole of carbon, it will have a mass of 12 grams. No differently for calcium. Calcium is 40.078 AMU. Well, the molar mass of calcium is 40.078 grams per mole. So 40 grams approximately will give you a mole of calcium. An example of a multi-step compound would be calcium phosphate. Ca3, PO4, 2 of them. This is a polyatomic ion. You'll learn what that is later. So I teach a list form where you would write calcium, ... You have 3 calciums, that's the subscript, times the molar mass of calcium. I'm going to round these so it'll make life a little easier. So grams per mole. Okay, and that would be equal to 120 grams per mole. Next I would do 2 times the phosphate. You treat the parenthesis as a quantity, no different than in math. So I'm going to write phosphate, and it'll be 2 times 31 grams per mole to give 62 grams per mole. And then we got to have oxygen. Now in this case, a lot of kids will start just adding. This is not adding, it's multiplying. No different than a quantity in math. If you were to go 3 times 4, that's going to give you 12. 2 times 4, well, that's going to give you 8. So we're going to have 8 oxygens times 16 grams per mole to give us 128 grams per mole. We add all this up and we're going to get the molar mass equal to 310 grams per mole. For beginners, I would recommend that you write them out in this list form as a beginning. Now, eventually, you shouldn't need to do this because it's just going to be too much work, especially when you start doing more dimensional analysis. Let me move this out of the way. Squeeze that down, move it out of the way. Example, I would put this in the calculator in this manner. I would write it as 3 times 40 plus 2 times 31 plus 8 times 16 equals, to get the answer, 310. By inputting into the calculator in this manner, it's just faster and cleaner, and you'll just do your work better. Enjoy.